Patrick here from Have Cheetah Will View. Gonna be doing looking at the I'm looking at the Venom Let There Be Carnage trailer. Um, Man, my buddy Romy and I we are huge comic book nerds, and and we talked about this movie quite a lot before for while it was coming out. Um, he passed away Monday morning. So I just thought, hell, we didn't get a chance to watch the trailer or anything like that. So, um, but I thought I'd share my thoughts with you guys about it, watching it. Uh, like I said, him and I were old school, so we were around when Secret Wars came out, where the symbiote first came out, and the buzz around it when Spider-Man got his new black and white suit, um, which I personally like better than the old school suit. I thought the black suit just was so much more fun, more clean, just fitted his personality more than the red and white one. The red and white one just it seems juvenile compared to where Peter Parker had is now. The black and white suit seems so much more cooler. But the fans spoke up. The majority liked the old school suit, so Marvel came up with the idea of the symbiote, which was a good tale, good story. And then how Eddie Brock got the suit, and Venom became one of his Spider-Man's greatest villains. Uh, Killing tons of people, and they weren't all bad guys. Venom was a killer, um, and then slowly evolved Venom into a bit of an anti-hero, where he just killed bad guys, and he went up against other Marvel supervillains, and he has this twisted he has a twisted look on what's good and bad in the world. So obviously they did that with the first Venom with Tom Hardy. Um, they came across as the Venom being the anti-hero, and so Carnage is basically they needed to replace Venom, so they came up with Carnage because Venom's powers and abilities and his violence it was attractive and it did have its fans. So in order to keep that going, they created Carnage, which is pretty good. It's a good idea. I mean, now Carnage has his own arch villain to battle and own nemesis, and they can go at it, nose to nose, suit to suit. um, so the trailer itself, looking at the trailer itself, um, I didn't see the first Venom. I don't like the movie Venom at all. I'll be honest with you. I think it just bypasses the origin. It's the reason why Venom didn't work in Spider-Man 3. It did not work in Spider-Man 3, and it doesn't work in Venom, and it doesn't work here in Venom and Carnage because you just the origins of the characters are so fascinating that you need to go back and look at it. It'd be just like watching Iron Man, and here comes Iron Man in his suit, and you have no idea how Tony Stark got into that suit. Next thing you know, you're just seeing him flying and battling Thanos or something like that, and you're sitting there going like, "Well, how did he get the suit? How does it work?" Well, what if they didn't tell you that? What if they just said, "You got to take it as it is. Here it is. Here's Iron Man." Um, Basically, it's what they done with Venom and now with Carnage. I mean, Carnage is getting a really 30-second origin story here. Um, it's not really how it worked out in the comic books. So I understand movies are different from comics, but the way I look at it is, if you're going to spend this kind of money on a movie like Let There Be Carnage, include the damn story, include the origin. It's include that with Eddie Brock too. Um, yeah, I mean it's worth it. Here, you just feel like like I said before, I'm just looking at the trailer here. Yeah, there's a lot of action, a lot of fights. It all happens at night. And it just looks generic as hell. It's not exciting. There's no snap to it. Um, just yeah, there's some comedy in it. There's some laughs, some one-liners. That's cool. I'm down with the one-liners because anybody who's ever read a comic book knows that heroes always come up with the one-liner. So that's appropriate. Um, so I have no problem with that. I think it's hilarious. Um, I do have a problem with Woody Harrelson though at playing Carnage. Playing Carnage. I'm not feeling it at all. I like Woody Harrelson quite a bit. Um, he can get into it. He can sink his teeth into a good role, but this is just one of them. They just picked poorly for this. Um, I'm not really feeling it. Looks like they included Shriek into this. Shriek is another MCU villain. It's in the Carnage. It's in the Venom world, Spider-Man world, so that's why it's on in this movie, and Sony's allowed to use it. Uh, yeah, I mean the effects. I mean, I hope the score in the trailer is not in the movie. That score for the trailer is absolutely atrocious, and that song is just inappropriately used. It's just does not make you excited to see the movie. The score seems really rock generic, not popping at all. Um, just doesn't do anything for the film. Um, if I watched this film, it would be for one thing only, and that is to see Tom Hardy, because I am a Tom Hardy fan. Um, that's the only reason why I bought the first movie is because Tom Hardy's in it. Um, but I saw the clips of Tom Hardy playing Eddie Brock, and I'm not happy about that. Um, Eddie Brock was more correctly portrayed by Topher Grace in Spider-Man 3, being young, brash, hungry, aggressive, assertive, which is why the symbiote really and Eddie Brock really came together in the comic book, because Eddie Brock was very much like Venom. I mean, he's a go-getter. Um, the way that Tom Hardy's portrayed him in the Venom movie and now in Let There Be Carnage, he's playing him as a schlub, and that is not who Eddie Brock was. Um, so yeah, that'll be interesting twist. I guess I should go back and watch the first Venom, but I already pretty much know what I'm gonna see. Uh, wow. Um, what else is there about the trailer that yeah, that's about it. I just think it's just another generic Sony effort. I don't really, there's no really plot to it. There's no true origin story to it. Um, so I mean, it's gonna have its fans, but I think it's gonna be very much like the first Venom movie, where I think everybody's gonna go out and watch it once, and that'll be it. Really never hear anybody talk about the first movie very much. I mean, I watch and look. A lot of people went and saw it, according to the numbers. But I don't think a lot of people really loved it. I think they would. Hey, it's a superhero movie. We'll go out there and watch it. And I think this one might have a little bit more interest among true fans. I don't know. I would definitely encourage you though to look up the origin of Venom. Um, Definitely do that. You should be able to find Essential Spider-Mans that has the origin of the suit. You all start with Secret Wars, and then follow the suit on from there. It's a fascinating story. It's cool, and the origin of the symbiote is definitely worth reading, um, and how it evolved. That's really important too, because for a long time it didn't show itself at all. It was just a suit, and it was just interesting how it's slowly evolved. I will say this, and because this is one of the things that me and Romy talked about a lot, and we do hope that Sony will definitely keep Carnage. And I do mean by keep, I mean we don't want to see him killed. Unfortunately, Marvel superhero movies have a really bad habit of killing off the bad guys. It's a horrible habit, one that needs to be broken really quick, because this is one of the reasons why we love these movies is to face the villains. You know, we like to see Carnage around more than one time. He's a worthy foe, and that's with any Marvel villain. Don't kill the villains, bring them back. So we hope that we see we do believe that we will see Carnage survive this movie, because that'll set up a Spider-Man Carnage Venom movie, which I think would be a natural progression. All right, so that's just my 2 cents about the trailer and my reaction to it. What is yours? Drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think of Carnage, of Venom. Let There Be Carnage, and we'll talk about it. If you like what you hear, please give us a sub. Hit the notification bell and give us a thumbs up. Drop a comment. I'd like to hear what you think. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.